Imagine waking up tomorrow, looking out of your window, and seeing your neighbor had put up a giant sign saying, "Dave's Garden." The only problem? Your neighbor isn't called Dave, and neither are you. Most people would call the police. Britain sent over 100 ships and sailed 8,000 miles instead. Why? This is the Falklands War. First, let's find them. Here's Britain, here's Argentina, and here's the Falkland Islands. Still can't see them? They're tiny, around 300 miles from Argentina, and nearly 8,000 miles from Britain. People had argued over these islands for centuries. The French arrived, the Spanish arrived, the British arrived. Everyone basically pointed at the islands and said, "Mine." Britain had run the islands since 1833. Argentina never accepted that. Britain said, "They're British." Argentina said, "They're Argentine." The people living there said, "We're British," which meant nobody agreed with anybody. Fast forward to 1982. Argentina was ruled by Leopoldo Galtieri. The economy was struggling. People were unhappy. So Galtieri had an idea. Let's take the Falkland Islands. Britain had even started cutting its military. Argentina thought, they're not coming back.
They are just too far away. They would rather stay home and drink tea.
On the 2nd of April, 1982, Argentine troops landed on the Falkland Islands. Only around 80 Royal Marines defended the islands against about 600 Argentine soldiers. The Royal Marines fought bravely, but eventually, they had to surrender. Argentina celebrated. They believed the hard part was already over. Argentina had just one problem. Britain's Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher. Argentina expected Britain to send a complaint. Margaret Thatcher sent the Royal Navy. 1 ship, 2 ships, 10 ships. Soon, over 100 ships were heading south. They may have overreacted slightly. One sailor asked, "How much further?" The navigator replied, "Quite a bit." The journey took weeks. By the end, everyone had probably memorized the ocean. You might be wondering, why fight over a few tiny islands? Britain believed the islanders should choose who they wanted to belong to. Britain needed control of the sea. One submarine went looking.
Fire Torpedo 1!
HMS Conqueror found the Argentine cruiser, General Belgrano. The Belgrano sank. After that, Argentina's navy became much more cautious. Argentina's navy decided staying safely in harbour. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Britain now controlled most of the sea, but there was one big problem. Britain controlled the sea. Unfortunately, nobody had informed the sky. Argentine pilots flew incredibly dangerous missions, attacking British ships again and again. One Exocet missile was heading straight for HMS Sheffield. The missile hit. HMS Sheffield caught fire, and Britain realized this war would not be easy. Every day, Argentine pilots attacked. Every day, British ships fought back. Britain landed soldiers at San Carlos. Now, the real battle began. There were hardly any roads, so the soldiers walked for miles across tough countryside. The first major land battle was at Goose Green. After fierce fighting, Britain won. The British soldiers still had one huge challenge. They had to capture the hills around Stanley. Many battles happened at night. Hill by hill, Britain pushed forward. Soon, British soldiers surrounded Stanley. Argentina's position was becoming impossible. On June 14th, Argentina surrendered, after 74 days of fighting. Britain had won the war. The Falkland Islands remained British, just as the islanders wanted. Sadly, more than 900 people lost their lives during the war. Today, the Falkland Islands are still a British overseas territory. Argentina still claims the islands. Britain still disagrees. The islanders still say they want to remain British. So, just like Dave's Garden, the argument still isn't completely over. Subscribe to Britain in Sticks for more fun and easy British history videos. There's plenty more history to explore.